What up, YouTube? We back with another video. We're going to be watching Abba preach using social media to rob influencers.
Just went to the Balenciaga show makeup free. Kind of feels good.
In 2016, Kim Kardashian was robbed at gunpoint at Paris Fashion Week.
Makeup free? Wouldn't it be awesome if they can go plastic surgery free as well?
Yeah.
Just remove the bitch off.
Look, I'm all natural on the skin, but underneath, my girl.
I think you got some of that permanent makeup.
It's not just the makeup; it's the
Permanent makeup. I was talking about the surgery.
because there's permanent makeup.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There is permanent makeup.
Okay. I'm
There
learning new
is
things.
there is such a thing as permanent makeup.
That's wild.
Yeah, they do.
Permanent makeup is wild as fuck. Like, don't that shit make your face dirty?
Like they're gonna enhance like the eyebrows, the contour of the lips, the lips, the contour of the eyes. Like that. Yeah, and then after that, there's the Botox shots, and the lip injection, and the fillers.
If you guys don't know, Preach's second job, he basically judges people who have plastic surgery.
Yes.
The robbers stole £7 million worth of jewels, including Kim's £3.5 million engagement ring. Believe it or not, the heist was committed by a group of men aged 60 to 72. The press dubbed them the Grandpa Robbers. I'm in Paris to meet one of them.
Hey, old niggas don't be playing around, though. I ain't even gonna lie. Them niggas done lived a whole life. Probably been robbing their whole life. Them type of niggas be ruthless. They know what I'm saying? They got caught though, so they couldn't have been that elite, you feel me?
So how did you prepare for the crime?
I just went on her Instagram. She doxed her own self. I saw where she was, what she had, what she wears. That's how.
Internet, et c'est vrai, j'ai vu ses bijoux.
She doxed her own
What
self.
you say?
I saw where she was, what she had, what she wears. That's how.
Internet,
And went on the
et c'est
internet.
vrai,
And it's true, I saw the jury, I saw a ring.
j'ai vu.
He's like, I went on the internet, I seen everything she had. Hey, somebody, he like, I'm finna go get it. See, y'all be inspiring these folks. Inspire a nigga to want to rob your ass. Better stop showing everything.
J'ai vu sa bague, j'ai vu qu'elle a montré un peu partout et qu'on a su ces informations-là par les réseaux sociaux. Bah, dès qu'on savait qu'elle venait pour la Fashion Week,
This nigga in handcuffs?
donc on est venu là, on a venu repérer où était la Fashion Week. Donc,
Oh hell no, he ain't in handcuffs. The nigga was walking like this. I'm like, why this nigga walking like this?
donc on était certains, nous on était là depuis... Voilà, c'est ici.
Is this family and are these girls sharing too much? Like, people now are wondering if that's to blame and how these
That nigga said they was out there waiting from midnight. Bro, what my nigga Kanye rocking, man? Bro, that man Kanye been ain't give a fuck. He been on the little homeless wave. That shit was not the move back then, though. He done critiqued it, though.
guys knew that she was in their apartment, probably alone.
So what happened on the night?
Alors ici on est rentré par la petite porte qui était ouverte à l'intérieur de la porte. Dès qu'on est rentré, on a pris possession des lieux. On l'a maîtrisé, on l'a attaché. Et ensuite, on a cherché les clés de quelle chambre elle occupait. Et moi je suis resté en bas, mes deux collègues sont montés avec le concierge pour aller jusqu'à la chambre de Madame Kardashian. Ensuite ils ont récupéré les bijoux, ils sont redescendus. Et la secrétaire de Madame Kardashian a appelé le secours, mais elle a appelé le 911, c'est écrit aux États-Unis.
She ain't even had a number to the authorities where she was. That's the type of shit you supposed to have, especially in security. What the hell? How your security ain't got contact info to the police in the country you in?
you gotta be unaware of how things are. 911.
Oh, wait, to be fair.
No, B.
If I was in an emergency situation, there's no way I would know what the emergency number is in a different country. So my first instinct would be 911 probably.
Then I'm crazy.
So 'Cause you know the emergency number of every country you go to?
When I get there,
Okay.
I try, especially if I go out. 911 is a thing because we put it in USA movies and movies from the States, and it's everywhere in the world. But it's not maybe it's just
it's not that I assume. I wouldn't assume that it is that. That would just be the only number I'd have. I wouldn't memorize whatever emergency number is when I'm taking a 1 week vacation and I'm going to France or Portugal. I'm not thinking like, all right, well, what's my emergency numbers? You do? You memorize those?
Yeah, PTSD probably. I don't know.
Okay, well, maybe you guys feel different. Let us know in the comments. Do you guys memorize the emergency numbers? I doubt y'all do.
Ce qui nous a fait perdre, ce qui leur a fait perdre beaucoup de temps. Et quand on est sorti, c'était simplement une ronde de police qui n'était pas au courant. Ils ne savaient pas qu'il y avait eu le braquage.
Are these Kim Kardashian's robbers? It's the first video showing the alleged thieves on bikes.
Old men on fucking bicycles pulled off a $7 million heist.
That's crazy.
That's fire.
That's crazy.
I like that.
Hey, yo! When I see the bikes running by, I'm like, I know these old niggas is not escaping on bicycle. These niggas got away on bicycle. Where was they at again? In Paris or some shit?
That's a movie.
That's a movie.
That's the movie I want to see.
And on foot, heading.
And he ain't... Well, I mean, he walking. You probably want to be inconspicuous. You don't want nobody to want to come off looking like you just did some shit. So that's probably why he walking. That's kind of smart. I ain't gonna lie.
Toward the boutique hotel in Paris where...
On foot! Nigga, not... One guy. I'm going to get a bike. You get your bus pass. I'm going to just walk.
At that age, you got to get your cardio in.
Did I walk today? Let me walk after this heist.
Shout outs to them.
I'm walking.
Maybe that's even more boss. It looks less suspicious.
Yeah.
Walking away from a $7 million heist.
That's what I'm saying. That's some shit I do. I'd be walking off. Cause I be so inconspicuous. Like I'm the type saying I walk in a room, you won't even know I'm in there. Type shit. And I got the foot speed, you know what I'm saying? Just in case it come down to it.
Did you get caught?
Ah, parce que j'ai laissé mon ADN. Quand j'ai maîtrisé le gardien, je l'ai donc pris les mains et je l'ai attaché. Et en l'attachant, j'ai laissé mon ADN. Comme j'étais déjà connu le fichier, c'était très facile de me remonter.
Did you know how big of a star she was?
Alors moi, honnêtement, je la connaissais pas vraiment elle. Je connaissais son mari, Kanye West. Mais je la connaissais pas.
He put her on, bro. We knew who Kim Kardashian was because the TV show, but Kanye took her like up through that, like to the next level. Like she had money and whatnot. She was famous. When she got with Kanye, that was her real come up overall. That was her real come up, and she got 4 kids out of him. I'm sure she even know like that was her biggest come up. And he was styling her like she ain't had no swag until Kanye came in her life. No cap.
Mais j'ai vu une de ces séries où elle jetait sa...
Look, he protecting her and shit. He like, what's that? Protecting her and shit, you know what I'm saying, from the paparazzi.
Son diamant dans la piscine, dans son épisode La Famille Kardashian.
See, this nigga only know her from the TV show. And she only got the TV show from the Ray J shit, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Bon, je me suis dit, elle a beaucoup d'argent, cette dame, elle s'en fiche totalement.
Elle en a rien à foutre, putain. Non, mais elle jette son diamant dans la piscine. Elle en a rien à foutre, elle a beaucoup d'argent. Oh là là.
I mean, he's not lying.
He's not lying.
He's not lying. It's
He's like, this lady doesn't care at all.
Niggas get robbed like in your neighborhood, that's different. If Jeff Bezos gets robbed for $100 million, you think I'm crying over him?
No, I'm not.
No, the community center gets robbed and smashed. I feel some different type of way.
How do you feel about the incident now? Do you feel guilty at all about what happened?
Vu qu'elle jetait l'argent par les fenêtres, j'étais là pour le récupérer, c'est tout. Coupable, non, je m'en fiche. Je m'en fiche.
So do you not think that she was traumatized?
Oh, sans doute, si. Si, bien sûr. On sort pas d'un...
He like, no doubt, hell yeah, we robbed her. You know what I'm saying?
Surtout dans le milieu dans lequel elle naviguait, elle s'attendait pas à ça. Bien sûr qu'elle a dû être traumatisée, bien sûr. J'en doute pas.
He grabbed me and pulled me towards him. But I wasn't wearing anything underneath. So I was like, okay, this is like the time I'm gonna get, you know, like, just prepare yourself. So I did.
What would your advice be to celebrities and influencers who are...
Nah, he didn't want that booty, he wanted that jewelry. He trying to come away with the cash. You know what I'm saying? Hell nah. He said, fuck that booty, I want that jewelry. Give me them jewels and diamonds. So I can get away on foot and on bicycle. You know what I mean? You won't worry about none of them booty cheeks. You trying to get away with the cash money.
Thinking of posting their belongings on Instagram.
D'être peut-être faire un peu moins de voyeurisme par rapport aux gens qui n'ont pas les moyens. Pour certains, c'est provocateur.
Exactly. Don't be so showy. Let me go back to the words so Uncle can say it to you. They should be a little less showy toward people who can't afford it. That's why all the rappers, you know what I'm saying, getting off nowadays. Cause y'all out here showing all this shit. Everybody ain't your biggest fan, waiting on you to come to their city so they can get at you too. All that showing shit be cool for branding purposes or marketing or whatever. Just know these folks out here do not give a fuck about you, your career, family. They trying to figure out how to eat and find ways to feed their family. If you out here flossing, showing shit, you know what I'm saying, and they ain't got it, they gonna try and take it. That's just what it is. So anything you hold near and dear, hold valuable, you know what I'm saying, don't just be broadcasting that shit all over the internet.
Un peu moins de voyeurisme par rapport aux gens qui n'ont pas les moyens. Pour certains, c'est provocateur.
He not lying. You know, recently there was some dude who got robbed and murdered, I think, at a Roscoe's in LA. Right? And dude was walking around with his chains. And
like I just said, rappers with your chains and your jewelry, you know what I'm saying? Niggas out here starving. We is in a recession. We passed the recession. We've been in a recession since the pandemic for real. We damn near in a depression for real. That's a whole nother level. Niggas out here starving and they will take your food.
And all this other stuff. People speculate on how it happened. Maybe it was just a thing of opportunity. Can't say for sure. What I do know is you walk around with $100,000 on your neck. Someone might just think, I could work for 3-4 years and get taxed on it. So I probably got to work 5 years to make that kind of money. Or I could just snatch it from your neck and it's tax free. Now, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not saying it's good. What I'm trying to say is you learn this early on. The more attention you attract, the more problems you attract. The more people know you got money, the more that you're going to draw the wrong type of eyes. That's life, okay? So when I see this stuff and people getting robbed, influencers, be it Kim or somebody smaller, I just think to myself, absolutely what happened to you is not right, but you flaunting your wealth, especially in times where people are extremely dire and in need, I'm not going to be surprised if you get robbed.
The crime itself must have been absolutely traumatic for her, and no one deserves to be put in that situation. This was one of the first high-profile cases of an influencer being targeted, and it seems to have spurred on a lot of copycat crimes since. And social media was fundamentally the weapon that helped to pull this off.
They're not copycat crimes. People have been using people's social media to rob them all the time.
The minute social media happened.
The moment you were posting what you had, folks were looking with envy and they were going to come for you. That's something I knew even in my teenage years. I remember going to house parties on, through Facebook events, okay? And I knew folks who would go.
Most people think you need a lot of money to start real estate investing.
Fuck out of here.
Go to specific spots because they knew the people that had money because they would see it in their pictures.
Yeah, and they would rob shit.
And so the house party would happen, they'd get invited in, and these dudes would empty out their shoes, they would empty out the parents' closets. Like, that was things that would happen even when I was a teenager. That's not a new thing. Mm-hmm. There's always been known. That's why even my parents would tell me, like, listen, when you go out, don't drive this color car. I remember my mom would say, red cars, don't. Tracks police, okay? She would say,
and red cars, you'll get higher insurance prices if you got a red car, and they is very noticeable, like they eye catching. So if you in a red car, just know people gonna be looking at you.
Don't be loud in public. Attracts the wrong kind of attention. If you're going out, don't wear any expensive jewelry. My mom knew this when she was going out in the 80s and the 70s. So that's not a new thing.
It's always been like that.
That's all a new thing. The only people who do this are, one, people who don't care about the risk, or two, people who are oblivious to the risk. But you can get got. And the more you flaunting it and you benefit from it, you draw the wrong eyes.
If someone like Eunice, a man who's almost 70 years old, can figure out how to rob one of the most famous people in the world, Kim.
Which would be almost 70 years old. He probably been doing it. He just happened to be old, so he's seasoned. I better stop sleeping on these old niggas. These old niggas be having some tricks up their sleeve. They might not be, you know what I'm saying, strong and fast as they used to be. So niggas be knowing how to pull off a scheme, especially at that age if they've been doing it for a long time. It could be like a walkthrough to them. Don't be underestimating these old niggas.
Kardashian by using Snapchat. I don't think any of us have any hope.
You're being hella dramatic, my girl. I don't think any of us have any hope. Yes, we do. Stop posting shit. That's a bit dramatic. That's a bit. We don't have any hope. You don't have to post anything.
You can. Just
You
invest
don't
it.
have to.
Invest in your security. You wanna play the game? That's fine. If you walking around with a ring on your finger and that shit worth $7 million, someone knows if they just snatch it from you, they got retirement for they and their kids. There's a reason you lock your front door. You shouldn't be robbed, but you lock your front door. Why? Because you understand shit might happen if people find out your door is just open.
People rob you when your door is locked.
Yeah.
Despite their age, the grandpa robbers set a trend and inspired criminals around the world to turn to social media for opportunities. Back in the UK, I'm meeting a criminal who tracks his targets on Instagram and robs them using a taser.
Hiya, you okay? So you started with robbing shops. Did that change when social media came about?
First man was just robbing little bits and bobs and then, you know, it's like potluck. You could rob a man and they ain't got nothing on him, so all of that hassle might get locked up for fuck all. So man wanted an easier way to kind of know what people have got.
He said, listen, why would I rob somebody on the street? They might have nothing on them.
Let me target.
All that risk.
No cap.
Let me just go for these influencers who are posting where they're at, what money they got, so I know it's always gonna be profitable.
Ain't no way niggas just robbing niggas on the street. Cause most niggas don't have nothing. A lot of niggas be rocking designer head to toe, don't have a car. Know what I'm saying? They be walking. The only thing that nigga would have at the time for you to rob would be the clothes that's on his body. A lot of niggas be wearing fake shit, so that shit'd just be a waste of time trying to rob random niggas on the street. So these niggas gonna go to your social media, track the social media, see who got what, choose the most high ticket targets, watch and follow them people and figure out their patterns and then figure out when to do what they gonna do. Know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Niggas not robbing random niggas on the street. It's pointless.
That's true. That's facts. Why would I go on the street, rob around a dude, come out with a charge for nothing?
For actually nothing.
For peanuts.
It's just because I tried to rob someone that didn't have shit. That's crazy.
Yes.
Whilst Eleonora was working the room, I spoke to some other influencers at the event to see if the news of the Acrobat thieves has changed how they behave online.
Maybe a brand say, I would like to send you a gift. Can you please give me your address? And if I want the gift or if I want to do a collaboration, you need to trust that this is a collaboration and not somebody that just want to know where I live.
Sometimes we do the unboxing stuff. My friends told me, Ari, delete it because you can clearly read where you live. That's not safe. Anybody can see your stories. You have to take a little attention, I guess.
There's a lot of people that say maybe that the influencers almost deserve it because they've been flaunting their wealth online. How much do you agree with that?
You know, it's your business. You know, if it's your business to show you are in an expensive hotel, if it's your business to show you buy expensive clothes, how the hell can you stop doing it if you're making money from it, you know?
Yeah. But you're going to stop making...
This is the thing. These jobs come with inherent risks. You know? It's like you become a police officer, you become an NFL player, you might get a concussion. You might. You have to understand these risks. If your job is to flaunt jewelry, to walk around, hey, listen, I'm glad it comes with some easy money, but there's a risk involved. When I did this online stuff, I understand there's a risk involved. Depending on how I do it, a certain amount of people are going to start coming after me. They're going to send me weird messages. They're going to try to put some things on my name. That comes with the territory. Yeah. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying it is what it is. And maybe I'm nihilistic a little bit. My whole life, you just kind of have to accept that there's some downsides that exist in the world. So the solution to that was always told to me to be like, all right, well, how do you adapt? That's what I know, adaptability. If I know this place is dangerous or this neighborhood is dangerous, I can either move out or I can learn to navigate the danger. But trying to remove and change the danger is possible, but it's very complex. I'm just trying to get from point A to point B so I can pay my bills and take care of my family. You get me? I don't have the time to change the whole world. So I get what you're trying to say, but that's tough.
I can only manage what I can manage.
Yup.
And I cannot manage other people's behavior.
That's right.
I can only do me. Like, you try to control everybody. Nah, you can't control everybody and change your mentality. Nah, there's poor people out there that need to eat, and that's what's gonna happen.
Yep.
The influencers are clearly aware of the potential dangers of posting online. But what can they do? For most of them, it's their main source of income.
Sicuramente ho cambiato anche l'utilizzo dei social. Non pubblico mai una storia fatta al momento, cioè adesso sono qui, ho fatto dei contenuti che pubblicherò tra magari 1 ora, 2 ore quando andrò via, così che i criminali non possono aspettarmi qua davanti e magari seguirmi.
What advice would you give to other influencers having been through it yourself?
Yeah. E quindi il mio consiglio è sicuramente stare molto attenti, usarlo con la testa, con cognizione di causa, però non mostro nient'altro di quello che è la mia sfera personale.
It was quite harrowing to hear Eleanora's story. I mean, I don't believe that any influencer or anyone should have their whole flat ransacked with all of their belongings in it. She did say that she had learned from it though. I am kind of interested to see if she hasn't posted anything because I saw her filming a lot throughout the night. So let's have a little look. She posted 2 hours ago, 58 minutes ago, 48 minutes ago. There's a lot of stuff that was at the party showing where she is.
Don't post so much. Hi guys.
No, she.
I was just gonna say she kept talking about it. She told me I'll wait till an hour after I leave a place to post it, and she literally in real time doing what she just said that she doesn't do.
She said, I don't post anything while I'm at the event. She goes to check her Instagram, which shout out to Vice, good job. And she exactly what she said she wouldn't do for her own safety. And that's when you start to say mental health. Where the addiction side of this thing, where people are so much into their social media, they're putting their lives at risk. It's not like this girl doesn't know. She's already been robbed.
She knows.
She's already been attacked.
She knows.
She comes out and says, I'm changing my ways. She can't change it, even though it's against her own safety and she's been experiencing it.
You know how we know?
How?
She verbalized it. She just fucking said it.
You know, that
came out of her mouth.
That's where you lose me.
That's where
you lose
That
me.
came out of her mouth. She said, hey, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that.
If you want to know how dumb this is, it's like imagine your home gets robbed. You left your front door unlocked. Okay. The next day you leave your front door locked. And the day after you leave your front door unlocked. As your neighbor, I'm going to look at you and like, bitch, you're just asking to get robbed. Lock your front door. You won't do it? Okay. But when it happens the next time, you ain't getting my sympathy. You ain't getting my sympathy.
Oh, because I know your door is not unlocked now and every day after you got robbed, my sympathy for the first time left. Forget the next time. The first time, that sympathy left. I went out the door.
That's crazy.
They said bye-bye and went out the door. You know how it went out the door? The door was unlocked. So
it flew out the door.
Flew out the door.
I guess old habits die hard.
Eleanora was extremely lucky that she wasn't in the flat when the thieves targeted her. But it isn't just glamorous girls like Eleanora. Anyone with a decent following and a habit for flashing their cash is at risk. Kez the Guru isn't your typical influencer. He's involved in the murky world of Forex trading. Kez uses Instagram to promote his success, but this attracted the wrong kind of attention.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Tia.
In his house, he has everything from machetes to guard dogs and even a toy sword.
You've got a sword up there.
Oh, I got the knife there.
Oh, okay.
Dog, good alarm system, machetes, knives.
Machetes. So would you call yourself an influencer?
Well, yeah, I'd say you could give me that label. I had a fair...
Let me get this straight. Let me make sure I just understand. So this guy got robbed and beaten before. Learns his lesson, I hope. Maybe not with social media. Puts in a bunch of security measures. Then invites Vice to pretty much stake out the whole place to show where all the weapons and items are. Mm-hmm. And what kind of security system.
And list what he has. Mm-hmm. So a guard dog, we know machetes on top of the stove. Smart.
These people really are addicted to like attention. It's frightening.
Or oblivious.
No, you got to be addicted. If you don't get through all these security measures, do all this stuff, and then not realize how stupid you got to sound. Or maybe you do. Maybe you do. But good Lord.
Well, yeah, I'd say you could give me that label. I had a fairly big following. I started doing quite well for myself, just posting it. That was just me documenting my success and my achievements.
At the time, what sort of things were you posting?
2019, I was quite young. Watches, clothes, holidays. So I was into my fast cars, and that's the car that I had.
Bright blue as well. It's very
inconspicuous. So I stand out, don't I?
So tell me what happened.
I was in bed, and I've heard like tapping. I obviously thought the dogs have obviously escaped the bed and they've gone upstairs. I went up the stairs to them unprepared. They've got machetes. They say, "Where's your watches? Where's your drugs?" I'm on influencer, do you know what I mean? So like, obviously they've been chasing me around my house, stab.
They were chasing you around your house, stabbing you?
Yeah, just like asking for like different stuff. But he was just poking me. Like one of them went into my little girl's room. The other guy, which I have a tiny bit of respect for him, because he went, "Nah, get out the room." And then he punched me.
At least that's something.
What?
One of the guys went into his daughter's room, and the other guy said, "Nah, get out. We don't do that. Come out." So they didn't mess with the daughter. They could have poked her and got the shit much faster.
Yeah.
They could have definitely pressed that button.
Yeah.
But he said, "We don't do that." Listen, I'm not saying thieving is good, but I respect a man with a code.
Gentlemen, shall we?
Yes. Was it an Umar? A man must have a code. Yeah.
Obviously, I must have put my arm up or something, and he just slipped my arm.
See, that looks quite big. Did you not lose a lot of blood from that?
Yeah, I lost quite a bit. At the time, I don't really remember much. After that, I found the knife, and that's how he got caught.
A lot of reaction to these influencers getting robbed online was that they almost deserved it because they were flaunting their wealth online.
It does put you more at risk. I believe it, of course it does, but it doesn't give anybody the right to do anything.
Yeah,
we not talking about the right. We talking about criminals. Criminals don't give a fuck about laws and rights. They gonna make a decision and do what they said they were gonna do. If you on the internet flossing what you got and they want it and they feel like they could take it, they gonna try. Whether they have the right or not. We talk about criminals. A criminal is not gonna care about your rights. They gonna take what you have if they want it, you know what I'm saying, or if they need it.
I mean, that is the right thing. They don't have the right to, but it does put you at risk, and that's the reality. So
there's a couple of past couple of the rappers that died in the States. It was them doxing themselves, and then people coming at them and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
It is.
I don't wish that upon nobody.
No,
that's crazy.
No.
But
and that's not just influencers. You guys got to be mindful when you travel. The amount of time I see tourists in the wrong spots wearing the wrong kind of jewelry happens all the time. All the time. Wearing the wrong kind of outfits, wearing designer brands when they go into poor countries, especially like in Latin America. I be seeing people do that, and I'm thinking in my head like, oh, you just want to be an easy mark. Or maybe you don't know and somebody needs to teach you something. But if you guys are watching, be smart about your travels. If you got money, keep it at home. They don't need to know. They don't need to know. And anybody who takes an interest in your life because you got money are probably not people you want to take an interest in your life anyways. The upside is just not worth the downside. So I would just tell you if you're watching, just be smart about that. That's it. You wear a lot of jewelry though.
Where?
Oh yeah, you getting robbed. You getting robbed one day. I see you with your rings and everything.
My rings?
Yeah. See, one just fell down.
That's a pin.
That's God telling you that you decided to lie. Huh? You made the wrong decision.